Special education in America has become one of the biggest topics and biggest focuses that we have in education. In today's video, I will examine what the special education teachers do and their professional expectations. I will also talk about the responsibilities that they have in terms of legal, ethical, collaborative, and advocacy responsibilities that they have in order to ensure the students' success. First, let's talk about what the job is. Special education teachers ensure equal and equitable support for students with physical, learning, emotional, and mental disabilities. It is their job to work directly with teachers, admin, each student, and their family to ensure that student success. They have to keep the students and their families involved to protect the students' rights and make sure their learning environment is successful. Special education teachers must use their legal, ethical, collaborative, and advocacy responsibilities to support special education students effectively. Some of the overall responsibilities that special education teachers have include assessing and supervising students, teaching in a class or a small group setting, or helping students excel through each school year and beyond. They formulate individualized educational plans, also known as IEPs, which are the legal paperwork that lays out the student's services, plan support, and proper accommodations. It is their job to ensure that each student receives the appropriate support and advocates for those students. They are in charge of tracking and updating the student's progress. In turn, they must work collaboratively with general education teachers, parents, and the administration to properly serve each student. Though some of the jobs may be different, a lot of the responsibilities are the same. To properly serve students and their families, special education teachers must know and abide by laws and policies that make up the special education system as a whole. The Individuals with Disabilities Act, also known as IDEA, is the primary legal groundwork to protect the rights of educators, students, and families. IDEA ensures that students with disabilities are provided equal support and that parents are kept in the loop by knowing, understanding, and agreeing to the support and accommodations given. Within IDEA, educators must ensure that the proper assessments, tests, and observations are given to support students effectively. IDEA also ensures educators are given adequate resources to help students, whether it's in classrooms, school items in the classrooms, or technology. These laws and protections have to be followed by educators so that each student is equally supported. Within the legal responsibilities that special education teachers have, they also have ethical principles and responsibilities that they have to upkeep. According to the Council for Exceptional Children, some of these principles include maintaining expectations with accommodations in mind, maintaining professional competence, promoting inclusive participation, developing relationships with families, using proper evidence and research, and advocating for and protecting the physical, environmental, and psychological safety for all students. It is extremely important for special education teachers to uphold these principles. If not upheld, the students will not receive the proper support they need and deserve. Collaboration within special education is crucial to a special education student's success. Collaboration must happen between special education teachers, general ed teachers, administration, students, and their families. If there are any concerns that come up, special education teachers must listen to their concerns actively, communicate what can be done, and fully make them aware of what special education services will look like for that student. With this said, special education teachers must communicate any progress, updates, or new findings to all involved parties, whether through formal or informal meetings, like annual IEP meetings, tri-annual re-evaluations, or amendment meetings called upon by the parents. With legal and ethical practices in play, special education teachers are responsible for working collaboratively with other teachers, students, and parents. The final responsibility that I'm going to talk about is advocacy, which is one of the most significant responsibilities of a special education teacher. With their advocacy, most students are adequately served and heard equally. That goes for both students and parents. Special education teachers are the go-between when there are concerns or mistreatment of students and parents in the education system, like I already mentioned. When a parent, student, or general ed teacher brings up an issue, it is the special education teacher's responsibility to bring it to the attention of the admin and leadership. Within this, they also must build and maintain professional, ethical, and genuine relationships with all parties to effectively advocate by showing examples of care, trust, passion, and commitment to their students' success as a special education teacher. For myself as a new educator in special education, I always try to be honest and keep my curiosity within my students so I can learn about them, special education as a whole, and then also be honest with them about what they ask me or some of their accommodations and services. I just want to make sure that I provide an honest and comfortable environment for them. It is important to me that I always give my students and their families a fair and equal chance at success, because a lot of the times the students that we have in our schools usually don't have the fair chance. And I live by, what would Jesus do? Because within my faith, I believe that Jesus would always give someone a fair chance, no matter what they look like, no matter where they come from, or no matter what they've been through. Everyone deserves an equal chance. As a special education teacher, I know that it is my overall responsibility to ensure student success by integrating my own faith, character, and building upon these principles that I talked about today